are the best episodes of The Simpsons to watch.
The Simpsons.
Bart Simpson?
No.
Is your book report on Treasure Island ready?
Is it ready? Ha! What a question. Fellow students, prepare to be dazzled.
The reason I've chosen this one is because it really gets under the skin of Bart Simpson, a character who's perhaps sometimes misunderstood and certainly in the early days was seen by many who didn't understand The Simpsons very well as just being a one-dimensional kind of punk character who skateboarded around shouting cowabunga and don't have a cow.
What's the matter? Well, I would think you'd be used to failing by now.
No, you don't understand. I really tried this time. I really tried.
There.
This is as good as I can do, and I still failed.
When the town comes in to millions of dollars of unexpected windfall cash, they have to decide how to spend it. Now, of course, instead of spending it on any of the sensible suggestions that people are coming up with, they decide to spend it all on Lyle Lanley's monorail. A classic Simpsons episode which is just filled with satire around wasteful public spending and of course the ease with which the public have the wool pulled over their eyes by people who have shiny new schemes and are able to put on a show. Now you would never see that happen in the real world, would you? Would you? Personally, I'm a big fan of The Simpsons episodes that tell a story about something that happened long before the events of modern day Simpsons. And in season 5, episode 1, we get that in Homer's barbershop quartet when we find out that he was indeed once, along with Principal Skinner, Apu and Barney Gumble, in a band that looked quite a lot like the Beatles. They were called the B-Sharps and they were the barbershop quartet that took over the hearts and minds of the people of Springfield, and the classic appearance from Ringo Starr himself in the episode solidifies this as one of the very, very best.
I've been looking for a substitute to teach me a lesson I sorely need.
Mrs. Krabappel, you're trying to seduce me.
Well?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Krabappel. You're very nice, but it's the children I love.
It's Lisa's Substitute, which stars one of the best guest appearances, and there have been many in The Simpsons, this time from Dustin Hoffman, who plays Mr. Bergstrom, the substitute teacher who Lisa falls in love with. Now, of course, there are lots of cultural references in this one to The Graduate, which Dustin Hoffman was also in. It also has a great B storyline in it about Martin Prince and Bart Simpson fighting it out for who will be class president. This is classic Simpsons, and it's one that really concentrates on the school, and some of the best stories seem to come out of the children and their relationships within the school.
Hey man, are you okay? Won't dignify that with response. Mr. Burns has been shot.
Who Shot Mr. Burns was event television, just like the original Who Shot JR was in Dallas. This is a classic parody of a huge TV moment, and something that The Simpsons has always done brilliantly is taking references from popular culture and making it their own. Well, in Who Shot Mr. Burns, they had it all, and it kept us guessing until the very end.
What the hell are you doing now? Risking my life to save people I hate for reasons I don't quite understand. Gotta go.
Okay, so it is cheating, but the Simpsons movie kind of is like just a big long episode, apart from it's got cinematic proportions to it. It's absolutely stuffed full of cultural TV and film references. You might get one from the title of the episode, and of course you see a bit of Karate Kid just in that clip, but there's plenty more for those who like that side of The Simpsons. We see Todd and Bart go head to head in a miniature golf tournament and all the training that happens before that. But of course it's a phony war, because really this is about Homer versus Ned. And Ned heavy episodes are often some of the best in The Simpsons, and this is a real Flandathon.
Ironic, isn't it, Smithers? This anonymous clan of slack-jawed troglodytes has cost me the election, and yet if I were to have them killed, I would be the one to go to jail. That's democracy for you.
You are noble and poetic in defeat, sir.
This is the story of Mr. Burns running for state governor, and fans of the cinema will note there's a fairly decent amount of Citizen Kane in this one, which will please people who love it when the Simpsons do parodies of popular culture, and they do it well. And you can't get much better than this one. It's got a lot of subplots going on. It's got a lot of stories around the family, as well as Mr. Burns' search for power.
Say the exact opposite of everything you just said. Goodbye.
Bart, Lisa, come over here.
What is it, Unky Herb?
I want you to hear what the guys down at the plant think of your old man. Yellow.
Homer Simpson is a brilliant man with lots of well-thought-out practical ideas. He is ensuring the financial security of this company for years to come. Oh, yes. And his personal hygiene is above reproach.
Whoa!
And finally, in our list of Simpsons best episodes, we've got another season 2 classic, no surprise there. Episode 15 this time, Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? When Homer finds out that he has a long-lost brother, Herb, he wants to get to know him. And frankly, Herb wants to get to know Homer. In fact, he likes Homer so much when he first meets him, he gives him a job at his car factory. Now, things don't quite work out, but we learn a lot about what's important to the Simpsons family in this hilarious episode with some of the best lines that you'll ever see written in the show.